This video is episode 4 of trading Solana meme coins starting with 1 Solana until I make $1 million. For any new viewers watching, I've added a few interesting rules to the challenge. First rule being, I cannot sell until I have a 2x at the very least or at a loss, hence why the video title mentions doubling 1 Solana. And the second rule is I have to go all in each and every time on every one of my trades, right? So I'm also sharing my trades on my Telegram. So last episode, we took all of our profits and we dumped them into Scoot, and we're still holding Scoot. However, since our last episode, I decided to take some profits. Now, the reason for that is because I want to continue this challenge. I don't want to wait too long, right? So I took basically my initials out, right? I took about 21 Solana out, and I'm still holding the rest. So I'm still waiting for that $1 million on Scoot. If they hit 1 million, that's going to be about a 3x on my 16 Sol holdings right here. That's going to be almost 50 Solana right there. So that's amazing. That's what I want right here. And I actually think that Scoot might go even higher than 60 Solana. That's the current update about my balance. I have 21 Sol right here. Also, one more thing, as you can see on the lower right side corner, you can see right now there's a text that states live secured Sol profit. This is a bit different than usual. Usually it says live Sol balance. Live secured profit means basically how much I've exactly sold in total for the token. So right now you're going to see me buy up the first token, right? And it's going to show live secured sold profit as 0. And once I'm going to sell some part of the token, you're going to see the amount increase. And as the video goes on, the amount is going to increase regardless of any other positions that I might be holding, such as Scoot. So just wanted to quickly clarify that one as well for you guys. If this seems a bit confusing or something like that, I'm just going to go back to the old live balance counter, and I'm just going to think of a more simplistic way. So let's just dive right into the video. Right, just got a notification that this coin is being CTO'd, so we're just going to hop right in with 20 Sol. Right, so it's already sitting at 187,000. I'm just going to see how it goes. I don't feel like necessarily announcing this anywhere. Currently, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna relax for a bit. This is a CTO. I'm gonna let it cook, right? I'm not gonna worry too much about it. A lot of you have been asking like how I find these plays, right? How I find these meme coins to buy. And this one was a really easy one. I didn't even really search for it. Let me show you how I actually found it. So I recently followed Rect Satoshi on Twitter. He's a pretty cool guy, right? He is one of those people that is doing CTOs, right? He's actually doing the Scoot CTO as well, right? And I'm still holding that coin right here. I can show you my positions real quick. These are my assets. I'm holding Scoot and Pino. He did the Scoot CTO. I got on the Scoot CTO a bit late, right? A bit late. But I got on the Pino CTO right here just the moment that he announced it, basically. So they're going to be working on it. I'm going to see what they're doing. And let me just quickly show you their Telegram. And by the way, he did not announce it on any of his, he did not announce it on any of his like Twitter account or nothing like that, right? They are just doing the CTO right here. They just started, right? So it's going to take some time until they get it sorted, right? So they are currently looking to update the DEX screener. I am currently just sitting waiting for a 2x. And I will be more aggressive with these plays right now because yesterday, I like Scoot. I'm still holding Scoot, but I could have already secured Scoot a lot quicker, right? I could have secured Scoot a lot quicker, and I could have easily made off with a lot more profit than I am currently, right? I just took out initials on Scoot in the end of the day, right? Just gonna let it ride. That's how I found it. And as I already said, I didn't find it on Twitter. He actually has this sort of Telegram group right here, which has about 180 members. And it's not like this is some sort of ultra omega alpha Telegram channel or something like that, right? It doesn't mean that this is like some ultra cabal group just because they have limited access, right? Their plays still sometimes go south, right? And I saw the announcement right there on the Telegram, so I decided let's just hop right into this one. I'm gonna hold this one out for a while right now, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. So this is great news, what I've just seen on their Telegram right here. Rect Satoshi has announced that they're updating their DEX screener right now, which is perfect. It's going to update all of the socials for Pino and change them to the CTO. We are up 100% already. Do we hold this one out or do we take profits? I don't know. I'm really thinking about taking some profits but I'm gonna hold this one out for a while longer. Think it's a bit too quick to be selling right now. It's already breaking out, so that's a bullish sign. If it breaks out like this, that is an absolutely bullish sign. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. So I'm thinking right now it's surpassed already 300k, and well, this is what I was looking for essentially, but we're at 50 sol right here already. And I'm thinking, I don't want to dump this in one go, right? I don't want to also sell 50% because it's a bit like 23 Solana sell. I think I'm just going to sell 20% off and let it ride. It's already 50 sol, okay. There's a lot of volume, and it means that a small sell like that won't affect it that much. So I'm just going to put 20%. We're just going to sell tiny bit off. So that was already a pretty big sell. I mean, it didn't nuke the chart by any means, right? But imagine if we sold like 48 Solana right there or something crazy like that. That would be insane, right? That would be absolutely crazy. But selling in smaller portions like this definitely could be a solid option, right? 12 Solana sol, nothing that crazy, right? So we're just going to keep it like this with this bigger balance. I cannot be just dumping a huge amount of Solana. It's just going to completely kill the chart. So yeah, I'm just going to keep watching the chart right now. If I'm going to see that it starts reversing or something, I'm going to keep you guys updated. As it goes up, I'm going to try to sell it out. So it's currently at 38 sol. We already sold 12. We only need to sell 8 more and we're going to be up to... We only need to sell 8 more and we're going to be up to our initials, right? And then we can freely sell any amount that we want here. So right here, as I've restarted my recording, I've already sold another 12 sol worth of this token right here. So right now I think I'm going to take some more profits because it's just going up. And the rule of thumb here is when it's going up, you need to be selling. And while it's down, you need to be buying. So that's what we're trying to do here. Alright, so right here, it looks very bullish in my eyes. We're just going to take some more profits right here. We want to get to $1 million as quick as possible. So I like seeing this, I really do. But we're going to have to take some profits as it's going up. So I'm just going to take another 20% off the table right here. As I keep selling, right, these sales are going to get smaller and smaller. So it's not going to, you know, affect the chart as much. Like right here, where is our sell? You're going to be able to see my sell in a second on Dex Screener. We sold 8 sol, right? And I believe it's not even going to affect the chart that much. So this is the result right here. This is 8 sol sell. Nothing crazy, right? Nothing too crazy. So yeah, still looking for another play though. Still looking for another play. I'm looking through various different groups actually. This is the new strategy that I'm actually implementing. Because this CTO, I mean, that's a 3x from my entry, right? That's a 3x. No, actually a 4x from my entry. And if I held it till here and sold in one go, that would have been a 4x. But with this big of a balance, it's pretty hard to just sell 60 Solana. No, 80 Solana, right? It's pretty hard to do that. So I'm kind of just letting it ride. I'm more so on the side of letting it ride and taking profits slowly. So even if you get in a bit late on something like this, right? You missed the first move, right? You get in, let's say that's like literally 10 minutes later. That's still 60%, 70% if you sell right here, right? So I like seeing these types of plays, and I think that really, genuinely speaking, the alpha is in these Telegram groups, right? It's in these sort of cabal groups from these influencers, right? If you can get into one of these, then I think there's some really solid plays that you can find. So right here I've sold another 7 sol worth of this token as it was moving up. So we've officially done a 2x on it right here. We're currently holding 26 sol worth. We already sold 40 sol worth. So let's check our balance right here. Right now our balance is 40 Solana right here. Let's just see what happens with this. Like, let's get it to 1 million, right? Let's get it to 1 million. I'm just giving you guys right now an update on what's going on here. I've done a few more sells on Pino right here. So just taking it slow with several different sells, right? The first sells were bigger. They didn't even really cause any sort of damage to the chart. As you can see, it just kept going up. And then the latest sells have been just pretty low, about 4 sol sells. So I'm just going to keep slowly selling out of my positions so I can ape everything into a new play as soon as I find it. 55 sol buy, that's going to be pretty huge of a buy, right? So we're going to be running it up pretty huge. So I did a few more trades like this, and I ended up with 48 sol in my balance instead of 55. So the reason you are not seeing me trade the rest of the trades here for this video is the fact that I diverted, unfortunately, from the rules of the challenge a little bit. I diverted specifically from the all-in rule. So as you can see in this screenshot, I currently have about almost 50 sol in my balance, which is like basically a 50x from my initial investment, right? That's kind of a lot of money to be trading with. And I thought to myself, you know, is it viable to go all in 50 sol on a trade? If I do end up catching a 2-3x, what's going to happen if I start aping 100 or 200 sol in a trade, right? I basically started doubting my own sort of trading strategy, and for no good reason. I never even had an issue with aping all in, right? Never had an issue. It's just how I did it, but I for some reason started doubting it just because I saw that big number. I'm never usually doing this big of a buy-in on any of these meme coins ever. So it was a bit strange to see that I'm about to be buying up something for 50 sol, right? So I put up a poll, and about 70%, 60 to 70% of people ended up voting to stop doing all-ins. And so I did that. I stopped doing all-ins. I kept recording all of my trades, right? I kept recording. I started doing more pump funds. I started doing more, you know, more risky type of trades, because I could now trade with one sol if I wanted, or 2 sol if I wanted, or 5 or 10. I could trade any amount. So I didn't have as high of a conviction, I guess, in those trades. Whereas previously, when I was going all in with 20 sol, right? All in with like 18 sol in a trade, I had very high conviction in those trades, right? So I diverted from these rules. This was a short-lived mistake. You know, we all make these types of mistakes. I am no longer going to be doing this. I am no longer going to be doing any amount. I'm still going to be doing all-ins. Just letting you know that I had a bunch of trades in between that where I actually diverted from the challenge. So you can see here I have 48 sol currently. I am currently still holding Scoot and Pino, right? I'm still holding both of these coins. I still don't see a reason why they couldn't hit 1 million. If they hit 1 million, I'll have about 90 solana here. For Scoot, 1 million is 5x, which would give me about 50 sol worth. And Pino, 1 million is about a 3x, so that would be about 30 sol, give or take. A bit less actually, but that's roughly speaking, that would be the amount that we're talking about here. So basically this video is 2 days worth of trading, and unfortunately I gotta cut out the second day's worth of all of the trading content because it's kind of irrelevant, to be honest. Is it really relevant to the challenge trading with 1 sol, right? Trading with 5 sol in a trade? It's not relevant. It's not anymore the same video, right? It's not even it's not this. Then it becomes a regular trading challenge. It's not anymore the all-in doubling your sol type of challenge anymore, right? So I'm just gonna keep doing all-ins until I'm proven otherwise, right? Until I'm proven that it doesn't work anymore. Until I'm proven that the moment I make a buy, everyone dumps on me, right? If that happens, I'm going to take the hit, and I'm going to know that at that point, at that price range, we're not doing any all-ins anymore. And we're going to do a bit of a different approach later, right? If we have 200, 300 sol, we might switch it up then, but not now. Definitely not now. I'm going to ape 50 sol in my next buy. If you want to see live when I do it, make sure to join up my Telegram. I'm going to make sure I announce every one of my all-ins. As I've done before, at the beginning of the episode, my wallet looked like this, and right now, it looks like this. I'm still holding some Scoot Dog and some Pino, and I'm still going to be holding these 2 coins. I think, you know, if they can do a 10x, you know, this can be a nice cook. Another extra $10,000, just if you have this type of a position right here, this could be a good cook, personally, for me at least, right? So, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to be scanning for something very solid that I can ape 50 sol in, and I'll be recording every moment of it. And I'll see you on the next video.